Mm. God damn, that's good. Alright. Hey everybody, welcome back to the letter. Fuck yeah. So I just got over being sick. Yeah. It literally came out of nowhere. And I bet you wouldn't be able to guess what I got. Not I didn't get cold. I didn't get flu. I got something special. That only I could get. Because I'm me, and my luck is about 2% every day. Goes up about 3% every once in a while, but not really past the 2.5 threshold. It is the 23rd. Well, now it is. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. And if this doesn't come out on Christmas, I'm hyped. Are you guys hyped? I got Christmas lights everywhere. I got a little Rudolph stocking right above my computer. It's so cute. And I got a Christmas tree behind me. You can't see it, but just imagine. And if this does come out on Christmas, what'd y'all get? What'd y'all get under that Christmas tree? Did anybody get like a Switch this year? I know it came out like last year, but is anybody like, shit, I really want to Switch this past year. I'm gonna ask my mom for it. Did y'all get one? Did y'all get Smash Bros? I didn't. I don't like Smash Bros that much. I am not a fighting game person. Let's continue. Oh dear me, where do we leave off? I'm gonna go with here. Hey guys, remember that one time Zach broke into a house? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Good times. There's hair all over my microphone. There we go. Now we read. It isn't often that I think about drinking on the job. Whoa! Whoa! It's often I do. But after meeting with the Wrights yesterday, it really makes me want to break my self-imposed rule. Are we at the right spot? I love you, Luke, apparently. I guess. Because first off, fucking damn whiskey was fucking damn Mr. Right. Man, you are a mess. And to top it all off, they had somehow forgotten to inform me that they didn't own their Ermengarde mansion yet when they hired me. Ooh. What sort of person does that?
Ugh, rich people.
Literally her motto, I guess. I could do nothing but twiddle my thumbs at this, however. Twiddle my thumbs and wait for the go signal. It's not like I can accept other small projects. This is a big job. I should be ready to start on it at any time. Not to mention that my PA practically begged me to be patient and wait this out. Wait, is that our bar that we go to? This bar right here? Is that the bar we went to? That'd be cool. Also, Mrs. Flowers. Sleepy Sheep Inn. Serenteeks. Oh, God. Zarbucks. Alright, continuing. It was a hard decision to agree, but I did so in the end. Besides, I'm not doing this for the Ermengarde mansion, not for anything or anyone else. She really needs to work on her self-improvement before she worries about anybody else but her. She needs to just focus on her. She needs a therapist. I have a headache whatever I do anyway. Okay. I'd go to the pub again, but seeing what happened a few days ago, I'd rather not end up in bed with another potential client, dude. Why didn't we get to see that interaction? When her and Luke saw each other like, oh no, I remember you. And it might be a huge leap in logic, but a library is the next best thing after the pub. Go home, take a nap, just go home. I have to go there anyway. I need more books for Dad. Plus, I also need to return the ones I borrowed last time. Oh, shit. Did I get anything from the library? How much is my bill there? Oh, dear. I remember a book I got and never returned. Finding a new book or two to read for myself while I have nothing to do isn't such a bad idea either. Go watch some anime, girl! So on a Saturday morning, I find myself going to the library in Luxembourg to hopefully cool off. Go take a nap. That's what you need. Look at that guy. There's not a lot of people in here. This guy's doing his exams. Oh, God. After returning Erzuli, A poetry book by Henry of Brady. What? I asked the librarian about the several titles on my list, though I don't have much luck on that front. Dialogue with the Dead has already been snatched, and she bluntly said that she did not keep our mathematical universe for someone who didn't return books on time. Whoa, throwing shade. You're not allowed to have that mathematical universe if you ain't returning your books on time. Get wrecked. I make headway at least when I ask about Siege and rendition of Havana by Jacobo de... Fuck it. I don't care. If you count her snarling and pointing at the history section as headway, that's it. She's not in the Christmas spirit. The history section is devoid of any other except for myself and a redhead. Hi! Though I'd wager a guess that's Red's just passing by to get the classical literature section. Yeah, fuck you, Red. So many books, so little time. Scanning the books and seeing so many wonderful titles gives me a great pleasure. And that's when I spot it.
Hello, sailor. Why don't you come to Mama?
I don't think anyone needs to come to you right now. History of Luxembourg architecture. I don't give a shit. It's not the naval battle book I was looking for. It's even better. The newly acquired History of Luxembourg architecture. Fuck it. I got it right. First edition, too. I know I just have to get it. I've been waiting to get my hands on this book for so long. There's no Arthur. Arthur! Author! Oh, God. There's no Arthur. Those are the two words I mix up the most when I try to say, like, author and Arthur. It's horrible. That and probably, like, window and widow. It's those two words that always get you. The fact that there was only one copy proves to be a problem, though, when Red reaches out for the Oh, beat him with that book, I swear!
I think I had this first,
Never
miss.
mind. She has pink hair. Fuck you. How dare you? Damn. I can only stare her down when she refuses to let go of the book. I'll fight a bitch, I will. Refusing to let go of it is while I raise a brow at her in the hopes that the fact that I was significantly taller than her would intimidate the girl. Even then, she refused, with a rebellious look.
This isn't exactly light reading, miss. I mean, do you even know which architect was at the forefront of 18th century Irish architecture?
I hate smart people. A beat. She blinks and I can't help the smirk on her. I can't help the smirk on my face, which is wiped off when she opens her mouth.
Edward Lovett Pierce, who established the Palladian style through his work with Castletown House and the Irish Houses of Parliament.
Sorry for anybody who likes architecture. It's fine.
This bridge was destroyed in this year to delay French troops while under the regency of Mary of Guise.
Don't know what y'all talking about. This is not what I was expecting. Sorry, that was a tissue. Let's be honest. How many people would know these history facts? I don't know. Aside from me, anyway.
Going right to the obscure ones, aren't you? Easy enough. Tullybody Old Bridge in Clackmannanshire, Scotland, on the January of 1560, if we want to be specific.
1560. Suddenly, it's a game where we throw these history questions and facts at each other back and forth in hushed tones unless we want to be thrown out of the library. After a while, it goes from strange competition into this strange but friendly banter, if it could be called that. But as fun as it is, the exchange soon slows down until we're grinning on how odd this whole scene is.
Marianne McCulloch, my desire for potatoes doesn't quite match what the stereotypes suggest.
That's what's written as her dating profile line, like under her name. Would you like to write something? My desire for potatoes doesn't match the stereotypes suggest. That's what's written in her dating profile in eHarmony.
Rebecca Gales. The Scots' supposed hatred for the English wasn't enough to stop me from teaching their little spawns.
Whoa. 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 By then we've forgotten about our little tug of war, although she still holds the book in her hands. I had to let go of it without realizing when she answered my first question.
History teacher, then?
Got it in one.
No wonder you gave me a run for my money. Now, if we're talking about architecture, I'd blow you out of the water.
Do it.
You're from where? Luxburn Uni?
Oh no, just St. Goretti's.
Ah, yes. That place. You'd think a school would choose a more appropriate saint to name themselves after, especially when they have very young students.
And I'm guessing you're an architect, if you're so confident about the subject.
Why are we being so passive-aggressive?
Interior designer, Miss Gales.
Please, just call me Rebecca. You aren't one of my students, are you?
Marianne, then.
I could have said that I was an architect, but there's no point in explaining why I wasn't one anymore. Why aren't you? You seem so hot and heavy about it.
So, I've never seen you before. I'd like to think I've met every history aficionado in town.
I blame the rock I've been hiding under, of course. That, and I'm usually only here on the weekdays if time allows. Work often has me meeting clients on the weekends.
I don't know why that was funny. I blame the rock I was hiding under.
That must be interesting work.
If somebody asks, why haven't I seen you? Blame the rock I was hiding under.
It allows for some creative freedom, sure. But it's like working with children sometimes. Though you probably have it harder working with actual children.
You know what? Working with children is hard, but fucking fun. Because goddamn, they do the funniest things.
The hardest part is convincing them that your idea is their idea.
Well, I never do that.
That sounds exciting.
It is!
Dun dun.
But isn't that true for any workplace, though? We just cross our fingers and hope there aren't any man-children in charge of important things.
Oh, don't make me get sexism involved here. Click, darn it.
Any big projects right now? I can't imagine that interior designing is a frequent thing.
Is it?
I'm working on the Ermengarde mansion. Lucky me. That mansion.
I suddenly don't like you.
Intach. Wonderful. Breathtaking. I can't wait to start in it.
Why y'all gotta speak in different language? I speak one. I wish I didn't. I wish I spoke like... What's a fun language to learn that nobody really would expect? I don't know.
Now that is beautiful architecture.
But I remember now. I actually started learning Latin in high school. And I'm like, this shit is whack. I don't know what's going on. A pause. It looks like she wants to say something at my mention of that. I gotta sneeze. Damn it. I'm not surprised. The place is certainly popular with the locals, especially with the urban legend attached to it. In the next second, though, she seems to think better of it and drops what she's about to say.
So, do you have a portfolio or anything I can take a look at? I'd love to see your designs. Maybe you have some on a tablet?
You're nosy.
I've met some designers before, and they're always going crazy over these virtual room apps or another.
A tablet? Please. Callicrates didn't need those silly iTabs when he built the Parthenon. I certainly don't need one to design a house.
Correct. The computer back at my place is all I have. Why should I buy such an expensive gadget with all that will just get outdated within the year when I have it just functional? Sorry, I just started looking around at all of my consoles that have been outdated. Oof. The traditional ways had far more personal touch in my opinion. Not to mention those smartphones are awful tools for procrastination. Oh, shit. I can't even count on one hand the number of people I see going outside only to have their eyes glued to the things. It's funny. My phone's never charged. I never use it. And I'll go out eating with, like, my parents and they'll be, like, on their phones and I'm sitting here like... But I'm the one supposed to be on my phone. Y'all supposed to be talking. You're the ones supposed to be telling me to get off my phone. I'm sitting here like... These nerds are on their phone and we're trying to have family time. My gosh. Click, please. And fuck those touch screens. Yes. I hate typing on a phone. They're evil things that make typing what should even be a simpler task harder.
I do have an online portfolio if you'd like. I can...
Speaking or thinking of the devil seems to have summoned it, because before I can even carry on, Rebecca's attention wanes as she pulls out her mobile phone. For what I can only assume is a call, she gives me an apologetic look before she's standing up, excusing herself. Off farther into the aisle she goes for some privacy. I do my best to give it to her as well, trying to tune her out.
Well, is something wrong? Lunch at the coffee house? Sure. I can make it. I'm not too far. I can be there in 10.
But with how quiet the surrounding is, she can't blame me if I overhear snippets of her conversation. It's not like she's talking about her hemorrhoids or something. Why was that the first thing to come to my mind as personal problems? When she returns with a sheepish look on her face, I know that our friendly chat has to be cut short.
Sorry, I have to go and meet with some friends.
It's fine. Totally fine. No need to even apologize.
About the book.
I'll be taking it, thank you. Her embarrassment increases twofold when she realizes she's still holding on to the history of Luxembourg. Yeah. I don't give her the time to think about it as I put up a hand and shake my head, fishing out a pen and paper from my bag along with one of my business cards. I hand them over to her.
You know, I'm busy with work, so I might not even be able to take a peek at it anytime soon. You can go ahead and have it. But you'll have to ring me up when you're returning it just so I can snag it right away. Deal?
She makes quick work, penning her number down and handing it back to me with a grin.
Deal. Just message me during school hours, of course.
Why?
You have a good day then.
Wait, don't you mean you shouldn't because you're busy working with what?
You too.
Wait, what? With Rebecca gone, I'm left alone, standing in the history section. My favorite book gone. Although my original plans were simply to sit down and read a good book, our little pop quiz, if you could call it that, made time pass without any of us realizing it. It was fun, and I do believe I made a new friend. Good job, me! Me. Even with the talk of lunch, however, I don't feel like grabbing a bite to eat. There are still other books to be read here, and I'm hoping to find something that'll help me while I work with the rights. Something like How to Deal with Arseholes Professionally 101. I'm sure that's somewhere. You know those for dummy how-to books, like How to Math for Dummies? We need one of those right now. I've dealt with a lot of uppity, snooty, and rich clients before, but it's still better to be safe than sorry. Because Luke Wright just takes the fucking cake, and he probably manages to eat it too. It seems the world is conspiring to keep me from me time, as my mobile vibrates in my pocket for the moment I find something from the shelves of the classic literature section.
Marianne McCulloch, Charlie Rose Design speaking.
Holy crap. You're alive.
Rose Cooper here, Miss McCullough. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time or anything. But I just wanted to check in and tell you that we've got the clear to hand over the documents. Madam Wright told us that we should forward the floor plans to you.
Already? How did they go through the process so fast? Surely there is so many red tape to even acquire the forms and transferring of rights. No matter how rich the rights are. Ooh, so many rights. It shouldn't be this quick, right? Ah!
So, if I can just have your email, I'll be sending them your way.
I'd actually like a physical copy of the floor plans.
Oh, I suppose that's fine. I'm not at the office right now, but I can inform Miss Santos of your request.
I'll make sure to drop by the office after lunch if that's fine.
Not a problem. Right. Well, cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Right. Cheers.
I don't know, I just don't. Is there some sort of deeper miscommunication when we last met? These things take time. It's been, what, a day? Less than that, even. There isn't even a point in trying to make sense of these people who seem to be larger than life. I hate people like that, man. As it looks like I'm on the clock starting today, I might as well eat. Grabbing some fish and chips from one of the street food stalls, I find a table to spend with a copy of The Crime of Love since Rebecca left with the book I wanted. I read this one before, along with the rest of his works. This would be the 18th time, in fact. But it's always nice to read through it again when I don't have time to enjoy something new. Besides, when you're dealing with people so filthy rich that they just end up plain filthy, you need the good old I'm gonna say that's Marquise, I guess. Sound advice.
La blessure se trouvant.
Of course he's reading it in French, why not? Because he's smart people. If there's smart people, then there's rich people, then there's me. Me. that's all it is. I'm like smart enough, rich enough, and then I'm just kind of in the middle. I'm like the middle child. Come join me, middle children. Let's watch as these silly people go about their day. The wound being without any consequence. Of course, it's folly to think that things have no consequence when everything actually does. Like sitting in this chair right now, my butt really hurts. Bra Realty Corporation's Briar Realty Corporation's Luxembourg branch isn't too far from the city center. Just a few blocks away and I can easily eat and walk. That's dangerous. I'd rather use this time to rest before I go into a flurry of activity. No doubt there will be so much to do once we get hands-on with the mansion.
Still a lot better than working on another condo, at least.
Oh, my butt's tired from sitting in the chair. Surely no matter how much BRC and the old owners put into the restoration and preservation of the place, any big repairs would be superficial at most. I'm quite certain that, in their haste to sell the property, they did rush a job. It's an infrequent thing to do, despite how it is frowned upon. There will be a lot of hidden issues that I will need to weed out, and have to make sure every single one of them, especially the more serious damages. Structural integrity is definitely on top of the list. We will have to consider. The building might look sturdy, but it is centuries old. That alone will likely pose a few problems here and there, put limitations on what we can do. Besides, despite how much I detest these rich snobs, they can pay rather handsomely, so long as I do an excellent job and do more than necessary. Those two things always made sure that the referrals keep coming. I don't even have to hunt down projects for myself. Well, aren't we just a fancy bitch who doesn't have to do shit? Alright. I got a little salty there. Sorry. I apologize. We're good. Oh god, I remember this office and it fucking terrifies me. I'm gonna end this episode here. Ooh, there's a hair just dancing around on my microphone. I will see you all in the next episode. I'm fine. Merry Christmas. If I don't see you till after. Or before. Wait, what? Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Holiday, Happy Merry Holiday. Yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Look at this little robot man as I poof away. Poof.